Possum Patty here. It is June 18th and I'm nature journaling. I'm going to walk up the lane and get the mail. And I just noticed on this fern along the lane something's making a little house by rolling up these leaves. Before I got back home to investigate my oddball fern ball, I checked the plants along the lane as I went to get the mail. Here's a really nice patch of shin leaf along the lane, and it's got a lot of buds. I stopped to look at the Indian cucumber root and noticed that the little stem where the flower had been but was now making a fruit had started to go above the leaves. I talked about the Indian cucumber root, how the buds were above the top tier and then the flowers bend down below the leaves. And then when it starts making its fruit, it goes back up above the leaves. So here we have the flowers done, and it's coming back up above the top tier there. The flower on the other side is still below, but this one's all finished, so that one's going to be a fruit, and it's going to be above the top tier again. The deer were making quite a buffet along the lane. They had eaten some of the lactuca or wild lettuce, the jewelweed, and even boneset. Wow, someone's enjoying a lactuca lettuce salad. Something ate all the leaves off of this. And something ate the top off of all of these jewelweeds. Oh look, the deer ate the top off of the boneset flowers. That's too bad. I wanted to see what they were going to be like. When I had first looked out at the ferns from a distance, I thought, hey, the ferns were unfurling new leaves. But that was a strange thought for this time of year, because it's summer, and they had already gotten their leaves in the spring. And then upon closer inspection, I discovered that the leaves had unfurled, but were now being rolled back up again. Here's another one of those fern leaf balls. This one looks empty, except for a bunch of caterpillar frass. So whoever was in there must have come out. And this is on the New York fern. Oh, here's one. There might be somebody in this one. I sketched this rolled up leaf in my journal, and now I'm gonna carefully deconstruct it and see what's inside. I think it's sewn together with little bits of bug silk. Maybe I can get a picture of that. You can feel the silk break when you pull it up. Like a little pop, pop, pop. It looks like the insect has chewed through part of the stem there where it's curled over. You can see the silk threads breaking. Pop, pop, pop. So far I've unwrapped 1, 2, 3, 4 leaflets. Oh, we got an inhabitant. Let me get his picture. It's coming out. He didn't like to be disturbed. All these little black dots, that's frass, which is caterpillar poop. And here's a look at the inside, which is just one big mess of caterpillar poop. Okay, this is the leaf rolled up on the New York fern. It's much smaller than the one that was on the cinnamon fern. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to carefully unroll it and see if anyone's home inside. I'm going to take a picture of that first. Got to carefully pull it apart. Nothing inside but little teeny tiny caterpillar poop. The little caterpillar that I found inside the leaf ball that was on the cinnamon fern is going to be a moth. Well, I guess there's a few different species of moth that do this, and I'm not really sure which species this is yet. Down in the corner of my page, I used a little black gesso and some souffle markers. And these are made by Sakura of Japan, to draw my lonely little firefly or lightning bug. Because night after night we look out the window and all we ever see is one lightning bug flying around the yard. I added in my metadata this morning my made-up symbol for mizzle. which is a misty drizzle. That happened early in the morning. Later in the day, it cleared up a bit, but was just kind of hot and humid. Somebody asked me why I put my paint set here when I do my pictures and videos. And that's because the camera has a hard time focusing on a blank white page. So I like to pile up some of the tools that I've used to do my page. The border around the edge, I use some Sakura glaze pens. They make a nice shiny border with a little dimension. Of course, I always use my micron pens to write and sketch. And I just have a pencil and eraser. And my favorite paintbrush right now is this Lowe's Cornell Ultra Round number 6. Thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye. That little caterpillar guy would just not stay still to get his glamour shot done.